In this episode, I share everything I've learned on content marketing after purchasing the courses of the best content creators right now. I'll be disclosing my full content system with you step by step so you can take whatever you like for your business. For those who are new, my name is Sergio Leis and I'm sharing stories on my solopreneur journey. This is week 4 and I have $5,000 left in savings. Every Sunday, I share a business review on what is working for me and what's not. You can subscribe or join my newsletter down below if you want to be part of the journey. All right, let's get into it. There are 2 ways to connect with people online: paid media and organic media. Paid media is like going after people, and organic media, content marketing, is like people coming for you. They both have the same goal, which is connecting with people, but it's just a different approach. I feel it's similar to making friends. You can add little value and constantly go after people, like paid media, or you can add a ton of value and people come for you, like organic media. Anyway, leaving life philosophy to one side, paid media is much more expensive since you have to pay for people to see you, while organic is the way to get free views, although you have to pay for your content creation expenses. Alex Hormozi says he pays $70,000 a month for his content creation team, but if he had to pay ads to reach the same amount of people, he'd be spending millions.
For us to put out the stuff that we put out right now across all platforms, for Layla and I, costs about $70,000 a month. We're using this instead of using paid ads. So if I were to just pay for the impressions, it would cost me about $2 million a month to get the impressions that right now cost me about $70,000 a month.
Plus, organic media generates more trust because honestly, they've earned it. Not everyone can make organic work, but anyone can publish an ad. To make organic work, you have to bring value to the table. Organic and paid are commonly used exclusively. You know, like organic guys hate paid media guys and vice versa. But I believe that both used together can be a game changer. More on this later. Alright, so we agree that content creation is the way to go. We want to build trust and we want people to come for us. Now we have to understand where can we bring value. Ali Abdal's recommendation is to think of people 3 years behind us. In my case, it's helping people with normal jobs start their own businesses, which is where I was 3 years ago. I like to think of this like helping people go from island A to island B. Island A is where they are, island B is where they want to go. You are the medium to help them go from A to B. Maybe you help people go from yoga beginner to yoga expert, whatever gets you flowing. I help people go from having a job to having a business. Hence, all the content I create serves to this purpose, like this video you're watching. In different formats, maybe an article, a YouTube video, a TikTok, a podcast. Everything I do is serving people to go from my island A to my island B. Great, so we know how to bring value. Now we have to find our format to communicate this value. So what is your personal preference? Text, audio, video? If you enjoy writing, you might want to do articles. If you enjoy audio, you might want to do podcasts. And if you enjoy video, you might want to do YouTube. I personally chose video because I believe it's the most complete. Audio is implicit and you can even write an article of the video. So there are 2 types of content, short form and long form. Here's an example of how Noah Kagan uses both. He records one piece of content, an interview, and from this, he shares a long video on YouTube. He shares an article on his website. He shares a podcast on Spotify. He shares short videos on Instagram and TikTok. And he shares threads on LinkedIn and X. How good is that? One piece of content and so many ways to repurpose. I love to do this, but I'm still nobody to make a podcast. So here's what I'm doing. Every week, I create 1 short video and 1 long video. The short videos are a series of myself sharing my journey. You can follow me on Instagram. My long videos are based on topics related to that specific week. Again, like this video you're watching right now. I share my short videos on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and X. And I share my long videos on YouTube and on my website for SEO. So I'm not as cool as Noah Kagan doing just 1 piece of content, but I squeeze quite a bit from 2 videos a week. Alright, so followers are nice but also dangerous. We have no control over it. Instagram might shut down organic reach and your audience is wiped out. That's why we have to bring people into our space. Let's understand our funnel for this. So first we create content consistently every week. Then we share this content to bring users into our website. Here we want to grab their email so we can have better control. And guys, newsletters are not dead. You have to give the user value in exchange for their email. I do a newsletter where I share my journey with crazy transparency. And they receive an email every Sunday with my short and long story of the week. If and only if they find this valuable, they'll give me their email. We have to build trust, so avoid being scammy. And lastly, we want to generate sales, whatever you sell, your island A to your island B. So in my case, it's online courses to help people start businesses. See how my content strategy is serving this purpose from the beginning and ultimately helping my business generate users, then leads, and then sales. We have to get obsessed with bringing value. This way people can flow without friction and everyone is happy. Remember I said organic people didn't like to go into paid, neither paid people like to go into organic. Well, I believe this is a huge opportunity for those willing to get the best of both. A paid strategy powered by an organic strategy is a game changer. So in essence, organic and paid are both doing the same thing, connecting a message to an audience. Whatever is working in organic will do great in paid. Organic is the hard way, but the way to make great content. Paid is like the easy way, like the drug for marketers, but it is super scalable. I punished myself without doing paid ads, at least for the first months, until I figured out how to do organic content that actually worked. Now that I'm understanding organic, I'm using this content in paid media as well, always placing organic at the core of my strategy. So if I go back to my funnel, I've added 2 new paid media channels, Meta and Google Ads, and I'm literally using organic content as the actual ads of my campaigns. So this helps me scale my message, keeping content still valuable for my user, because I feel organic is great but too slow, and this way I can go a bit faster. This will be your secret. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I reply to all of them. Also, if you want to know how to find great topics for your content, you can watch this video on how I started a YouTube channel from scratch, where I share as well my entire strategy for idea generation. Thanks for spending your time with me, and I'll see you in the next one.